Hi, my name is Tom Sheepshanks. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer of Fospha. I've been in the weird and wonderful world of B2B SaaS sales for the last 15 years or so. Currently with Fospha for the last 3.5, and yeah. Performance is a huge subject, so lots of different ways that you're going to define performance in terms of different metrics you're going to be judging the team against. Looking at the overall number, okay, if we're talking about sales enablement here then, so the salesperson could be judged through their bookings. That's really tough because that's like the final output that they're going to be delivering. Looking at all of the leading indicators that go into that, so their ability to get the best possible value per deal, their ability to do or run the sales process as quickly and efficiently as possible, so that sort of deal velocity, how effectively they're able to close each qualified opportunity they've got, so that's sort of essentially their close rate. Those are sort of the leading indicators, which even those are too difficult to sort of judge the performance on because those sorts of things build up over a long time. The really valuable thing was then breaking those things down into the inputs themselves. So like in their core jobs to be done, whether it's understanding what all the definitions are across the business, all of the language and all of the acronyms and just the lingo that our clients are going to be using, how we speak internally, the messaging that they need to nail when talking to potential clients, the processes they need to follow, and the qualification criteria, the questions they need to be asking for each conversation they're having, the questions they need to ask to uncover and do all the discovery work, to understand what all of the pains and associated problems to solve are and how we're going to solve them, how you're going to start a negotiation in terms of what are the bounds of those sort of prices, what are we going to negotiate on in terms of the different levers. Like all of those things become the things that you can measure in terms of performance. So rather than focusing on the bookings number or the close rate number, you can break it down into sort of constituent parts and say, okay, this is one thing that we're going to be able to create a sprint around, a task around, and then we can measure how effectively they can get to the point where they're doing that particular part really well. And at that point you can say, great, you've sort of done everything that we expect, you can move on to the next part. And then you do that for all of the constituent parts, and then add it all up and you're suddenly getting people to sort of 90% effectiveness much more quickly and consistently than you were before. Yeah, it was quite fun. So literally the first person who went through it said it was the best onboarding experience he's ever had, which is great feedback, which has been consistent with everyone that's gone through it. So I think what tends to happen when you join someone new is you've got really high expectations to start with, and everyone knows that you've got to get up to speed really quickly and deliver really fast. It's sort of the nature of the beast when it comes to sales. So to add some, again, I keep on using the words, sort of structure, consistency to the process means that they can learn faster, they feel like they're able to do things more quickly. That then gives them the confidence. So it kind of has a compounding effect, and sort of hearing them qualitatively say those things is exactly what we want to hear and great to hear, but also sort of quantifiably being able to see like the time in which it takes the team lead to feel confident to give them their own opportunities to run and deliver a world-class buying experience. That's the real sort of proof of the pudding in terms of being able to put a value against it.